Hey everybody, this is Glenn Davidson welcoming you to another episode of Crossover Superstars, the show where we take a look at how pro wrestling has found its way into other forms of media and entertainment. Today we're going to be taking a look at a cartoon that was on during the early to mid 90s and a show that I would watch a lot of when I came home from school. So let's take a look. So today we're going to be taking a look at Tiny Toon Adventures, which ran in first-run syndication and later Fox Kids in the early 90s. It followed the antics of a new generation of Looney Tunes characters, Buster Bunny, Babs Bunny, Plucky Duck, Hampton J. Pig, Dizzy Devil, among others, as they learn to become full-fledged Toons. In this episode, the young Toons have created their own music's television station called TTMT, and are airing music videos with some of the Tiny Toon characters starring in them. The one we're going to be taking a look at is for the song Particle Man by They Might Be Giants, which happens to take place at a wrestling arena. We see Hampton as the reporter and the singer of the song. Plucky Duck plays the role of Particle Man, and we see him bouncing off the ropes, just having a good old time. And as he's having a good old time, we see him swimming underwater, getting splashed, talking about how Particle Man's sort of role is very small and insignificant. And we see that proven by his first opponent being Triangle Man, who is a giant, beastly human being who just takes his turn punching Plucky in the face, and then Dizzy Devil comes in with his accordion. And Plucky's running on the accordion, trying to get away from Triangle Man before he gets pummeled again into oblivion. And if things aren't bad enough, we see Universe Man, who appears to be a friend because he's patting him on the head, but then just goes ahead and smashes him instead. His watch even gets in on it, starts slapping him around, flicking him into Bill, and then punching him in the face. Universe Man jumps up and does a butt plop and smashes him in the center of the ring. So now Plucky Duck is now changing into Person Man. Person Man finds another wrestler in the back and gets smashed with a frying pan, flattened like cartoons from this day used to. Gets hit back and forth, smashing around the ring. Just pulled apart like a piece of bubble gum wrapped into a pretzel, crumpled up into a ball, kicked around. Standard Looney Tunes fare, which is fun to watch in any circumstance. Plucky Duck is back with Triangle Man and is just punched around again, completely unrelentless. And then as Dizzy Devil comes out, we see Plucky just running away from the scene, hitching a ride in the back of a grandmother, going back and forth on some vines as a rickshaw operator, even pulling some sled dogs, finding the only room he thinks of, and everybody's in the room waiting to destroy him again. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Tiny Toon Adventures. Despite the fact that I had watched the show quite a bit when I was growing up, I was 6th, 7th, 8th grade at the time, in the early to mid 90s, this was one episode that I actually never saw until I caught the clip on YouTube. It's really kind of funny that the pro wrestling episode is the one episode that I would miss of all things. But nonetheless, I came across it, and it is a cute little episode. They parody MTV, and it's funny that they would use pro wrestling just as a source of a visual for this sort of thing. And the band that they chose, They Might Be Giants. They're a great band that I listened to quite a bit in the early 90s as well. They're good. They capture that sort of early alternative college rock sound, but at the same time, it's appropriate for young kids. So it was a great song to include with this. The song itself, Particle Man, I've heard a lot of different interpretations of this song. Is it about man's plight against the universe? Is it about how insignificant we are in the grand scheme of things? Or is it just a good backdrop for a fun kids music video? So, kind of take your pick, but I really think that this was a great song to pick. So this was a really fun thing for me to go back and take another look at. So that's it for me. Check me out on all forms of social media. And on top of that, for those of you who are fans of Ready Player One, great book, horrible movie. But for those of you who are fans of Ready Player One, I've hidden an Easter egg across the first 4 episodes of Crossover Superstars. So why don't you go back, take a look at those, and try to find out what that Easter egg is, and then let me know on social media if you think you've figured it out. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching.